All right, you guys. Paraphrase. Let's do a paraphrase video. So first off, let's just go and define paraphrase. Express the meaning of using different words, especially to achieve greater clarity. So when you paraphrase, when you're writing papers, specifically 101 in my class, we're working on the report, right? It's when you paraphrase. So like direct quote and summary are going to be your biggest two things. You summarize when you, in your report, you want to refer to something, but not directly quote it, right? Like if I was to write a paper on, we were just talking about my class about gentrification, right? I might refer to the movie Boys in the Hood and the speech that Lawrence Fishburne gave, right? About gentrification, right? It only happens for a couple minutes in the movie, but it's like, I might just want to reference that. So to reference that, I'd have to put in Boys in the Hood in italics, the title of the movie, and I'd say something really quickly in my essay about that. That's a summary. That's when you summarize. If I want to direct quote some of this, right? The exact words to really prove your point with great support. Now, paraphrase is going to be something that a lot of students kind of shy away from, and for a good reason, right? I shy away from it personally because it's a pain in the ass and it's super hard to do, but we need to know how to do it. So the time you use paraphrases is you use it when you have something that's got complicated language, right? I chose a random Washington Post article. CDC advisors consider recommendations for vaccine boosters following us FDA decision to clear for use for all adults. Jesus, even the title alone is a nightmare, right? But so I'm going to pull the assignment I have you doing. All you're doing is give me an original text and then you're paraphrasing it. So I'm just going to pull the third paragraph here from this article. I'm going to put it into into a document. So there's the original text. Maybe I'll even label it original text. So my instructor, Mr. Buckley, knows what the hell's going on. And I'll probably also, guess what? Put in the frickin' MLA header. Right. There's the original text. And I'm going to put my paraphrase down here. Okay. Well, the strategy here is to just reread this until you know it. Reread it enough times to where you know what it's saying and you can put it in your own words, right? Putting things in your own words is a very good skill to have, and many other reasons besides just your research reports. I mean, it's just like being able to kind of translate things, like, right? Like imagine you're like trying to teach your mom about like rap lyrics or something like that, right? You might have to paraphrase the lyrics and put it into words that she would understand, right? Okay, similar to like code switching. So the broad authorization by the FDA comes as a growing number of states are offering boosters to all adults. What is it? What did it say? Authorization of the vaccine boosters, the extra shots. Okay, good. Extra boosters. So we'll go back to our document. The broad authorization by the FDA comes as a growing number of states are offering boosters to all adults. Okay, so we'll say we'll just say the federal government, instead of saying the CDC or the FDA, we'll just say the federal government is approving the newest booster shots, right, for everyone. Okay. All adults, going beyond the previous guidance from the CDC, they recommend limiting eligibility to specific. Okay, so they're saying, right, instead of just saying, oh, only certain people are allowed to, everyone's got it, right? So the federal government is approving the newest booster shots for everyone, which means that no one will be excluded from this, excluded in terms of, no one will not be eligible for this booster. Gotcha. Efforts to accelerate the booster campaign are designed to bolster waning immunity from the initial vaccinations and to reduce breakthrough infections and viral transmission. What does that mean? Who the hell knows? I don't know what any of these words mean, but I'm going to try my best, right? So it's basically just saying, right, they want to, right, it's like the virus continues to mutate and change, and the government wants to do. Let's not wants. We'll say the government is work because it says efforts. The government is working hard to combat it. Okay, that's it. That's it. That's my paraphrase. Now you're not done. You need to do an in-text citation, right? Super hard to do as well. Let's pull up our freaking handbook real quick. Okay. Pull it up. Helpful links and uploads. This is all my courses have this. ALIT 101, 110, 102, whatever. Pull it up. You're going to go to in-text citation. It's going to be about like somewhere in the 50s. There it is. Look at that. This is works cited. In-text citations, okay? Page 58 through 59. One author, all this, two authors, summary spans multiple pages, blah, 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 blah. 9 times out of 10, you're just going to either be paraphrasing a movie or like an article. And that's pretty much all everyone ever uses anyways. So if it has an author, you just put the author's last name in parentheses right before your punctuation at the end of your paraphrase, suggesting that you are giving credit to wherever you got this information from. If you do not use an in-text citation, that's suggesting that you came out of this out of your own freaking head. And we all know that's a freaking lie because we just paraphrased. We're getting this from someone else. Who wrote this article? Jeong, Solomon, McGinley. Oh, yeah. Why did I choose this? It's got 4 freaking authors. Okay, let's go. Let's go. We got to find one with multiple authors. All right, two authors, 3 or more authors. Let's go. 3 or more authors. You go Wiener et al. LOL. Okay, so you're just going to do the first last name, which is Young, and then you go et al. Okay, so we'll do Young et al. And then I believe there's a period at the ET. Let's see. Right. Oh, no, just all. AL. Et al. Okay. Period on the AL. Okay. Now, your in-text goes at the end of your paraphrase. Now, you could also do a signal phrase, right? So you got these 2 things. You got in-text citation or signal phrase. You almost always want a signal phrase when in doubt, right? Because in-texts are hard and they're easy to screw up and not get your points, right? Always signal phrase. The signal phrase would just be this, right? You just say Young et al. In their article. In the freaking thing, right? This is like the longest title in history, so I'm just going to copy and paste the sucker. In their article, blank, boom, boom, normal text, make it look good. Put quotes around it because it's an article title, bam. In their article, suggest, and then you just hit us with the paraphrase, right? This is a signal phrase. A signal phrase is when you signal who is saying the freaking phrase, right? It's like, it's literally like, right, it's in the words. Right, and then you just like, right, suggest this, or you can just say suggest the federal government. You can almost just make it the same sentence. Then you wouldn't need the in-text citation. You have to have one or the other, in-text or signal phrase, okay? So we're gonna do in-text just so you know how to do it. I will tell you, my entire time as a student, I never used in-text citations because I always just use signal phrases because I feel like they're easier to do. You just write into your essay, you're like, in the article blank, right? In the movie The Lion King, the main character Simba says this, quote, Hakuna Matata, end quote. That's it. Just be clear about who's saying it, where it's coming from. Now we got the author. Here's my paraphrase. I'm almost done with this stupid assignment. Works cited. This is, you want it, so if this was my essay, I'd insert a page break. So it comes on the last page, wherever that happens to be. You center it. You always add a freaking S. You always add a freaking ED. Like, I mean, if I see one more freaking essay where it says works cited, I'm going to kill you, all of you, okay? So works cited, and then you just come in and follow the handbook again, okay? You're always going to follow this handbook. Huh? Post to, so I'm sorry, you guys got to be able to see this. Post to social media, print book, blah, 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 blah. What is this? It's an article in a newspaper, okay? Because this is the Washington Post, which is a newspaper, even though it's online, okay? What does it say? Author's last name, first name, title of article, name of container, publisher, date published, URL, access date. You don't have to do access date anymore. It's optional now. This is a little outdated. So with 2 authors or more, 3 or more, we're going to do Wiener et al, right? So it's like, or I'm sorry, it's an article in a newspaper with more than 3 authors. If it's just 1 author, you just do 1 author. Just like our profile assignment, you do last name, comma, first name. Okay. So we're going to do Young, watch, here it is. You get the, here's the author, Andrew Young. So we're going to do, in our works set, it's going to be Young, comma, Andrew. Then we're going to do the title in quotation marks. Then, right, that's the title. I just copied and pasted it. But you need to make sure this title looks good. So you need to go in and capitalize the first letter of every word because it's the title. Okay? So do it. All right, let's take a second. That's fine. Right? A couple seconds to get a good grade. Not the worst trade-off, right? F, D, T, C, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Shit. Use. 4. Almost. Done. All right. What's next? Title of article. I'm sorry. I'm right here, you guys. Name of container. The container is whatever is containing it. Meaning, like, what's the home of this article? If you went to BuzzFeed.com, guess what it is? BuzzFeed.com. This is the Washington Post. So frickin' put it in. Put it in there. The Washington Post. Then it is, I believe, a comma. Publisher is the same thing. So we're just going to do, we're going to skip that and go to date published. Name of container is italicized. So we're going to italicize this. Right? I'm just following the handbook. Just do exactly what it looks like. Comma. Date published. Let's look it up. It's right there. It'll be right there. Updated today at 3:05. Today is 11:19. So let's see how they do it in there in the handbook. Right? They do it like that. 7 August 2018. So it's going to be like this. 19. Get it off italics. 19 Nov 2021. Period. And then it's going to ask for the URL. I believe it's a period. Let's double check. Date published is a comma, then a URL period. We don't need the access date. Suck it. Bam. So that's a comma. We're going to go back, delete, and we're almost done. V. Boom. Period. Now we're almost done. Let's make this all. Let's control select the whole freaking thing. TNR 12. Double space. Just always just do it. Just always do the stupid friggin' MLA format. I just don't know what else to tell you. Double space it, okay? Now, last things last, you need to do hanging indent as always. This is Google Docs, so I'm just going to come in here, format, paragraphs, and spacing. I'm sorry, align and indent, hanging indent, special indent, hanging, apply, bam, done. Looks beautiful. Okay, done. That's it. Ship it, send it, save it, send it. That's it. All right.